on, the fifth element is that the contract has to be for a legal purpose. It can't be an illegal purpose. If you entered into a contract to have somebody assassinated and you did a written agreement, that legal agreement is not going to be enforceable in court because murdering somebody is illegal. The purpose would be illegal. Now, on the other hand, if you hired a hitman and they've done their job, you might not want to be messing around with not paying them and trying to deny that you had this agreement based upon this illegal purpose and you had a way out of the contract. You might have a way out of the contract, but you might not be around to enjoy the fact that you got what you wanted but didn't pay for it. Now, that's really kind of a wild illustration. More commonly, you have things that you think, well, those would be legal. What if you had a contract between Anheuser-Busch Brewery or Coors Brewery to provide 50 barrels of beer a month, and let's say this was 1915. You entered into this contract, a 10-year agreement, that every month you're going to purchase from the brewery that amount of beer. Okay, along comes the 19th Amendment to the Constitution and says, the sale, manufacture, transportation of alcohol, alcoholic beverages, beer, is illegal. It's against the law. Can the brewery say, well, at the time we entered into this agreement, it was illegal, and therefore you owe us for the next 5 years X amount of dollars for this beer that we can't make and you can't use? Well, no. It would have been something that became an illegal purpose. It would have been an illegal contract. So it wouldn't be enforceable. Many states, for another example, many states have what are called blue sky laws, which say, nobody can transact a certain kind of business on Sunday. Sunday should be a day of rest. No business, no car dealership should be open. There shouldn't be any haggling and preparation to purchase a contract or for a car on Sunday. So guess what? If you sign a contract and it's dated Sunday, and in fact that's when the agreement was, and that's when the transaction took place, that could be determined to be a contract that was for an illegal purpose, entering into a contract on a date that it was not proper under the law to enter into a contract. So if you had that element, although everything else might be fine, but the date of the contract and the time that it actually took place was a Sunday, it might be that it would be that that's an unenforceable contract. Now, our last major element here is that the contract must be in a proper form. And this means that in certain situations it has to be in writing. If you're buying personal property and the value of the personal property is over $500, generally it must be in writing. Now, why would we do that? What we're saying basically, and what's happened in the society is, if it's an important contract, and at one time $500 would have been considered an important transaction. If it's important to the parties, we have more certainty that we have a meeting of the minds, that we have mutual agreement, if we both have put it in writing, and we've had an opportunity to read what it says. So if it's over $500, it has to be in writing. If it's a contract that takes longer than 1 year to perform, it has to be in writing. So if you have a 5-year agreement to do something, it needs to be